Yes, people, what is going on? Hope you are all good. We are talking about the Chelsea third kit today. Make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. There's a lot to talk about this kit. We're going to get really in-depth and dive into this kit because there is a lot to talk about it. Make sure to subscribe. Let's not waste any more time. Here is the Chelsea 2021-22 third shirt or European shirt. Bang. Here we go. This is the kit we're looking at. This is what we're talking about. And I'm going to kind of leave off my opinion just for the moment, as there is a fair bit to talk about, and then I'll kind of round it off at the end. What I will say is that this kind of kit reminds me of the kit from 2019-20 season, Lampard's first year, the third kit from then. I'll come on to exactly what I mean by that a little bit later on. Let's talk about the kit. The colours, it's kind of like the black slash... It's almost like charcoal colour. And then, of course, with the green, hence we're doing a little bit of a green background. In terms of forward thinking from Nike, this is up there with one of the best designs they've done in terms of a real project and something that they want to get across. However, I don't know if they've executed it spot on, but we'll come on to exactly what they mean now. So this shirt, as all the shirts have been for this season, is made of 75% recycled polyester fibres, which is basically plastic bottles. That's how there's loads of really good branding going around with plastic bottles and people spinning around it. It's quite cool. Anyway, that's a whole big thing across the whole of Nike. They're trying to do more for the environment. Really good to see. This kit also has Nike Dri-FIT ADV technology. Now, that is ADV. We're talking advanced. It's Dri-FIT technology. It wicks sweat away. That is exactly what it's done for years. ADV probably does it a little bit more. That's pretty much what it is. In terms of the actual match shirt, it's got more knit in certain areas, in terms of like the chest, also under the armpits and then down the back as well, just to kind of wick sweat away from areas where it really do get sweaty and horrible when you're playing. So it makes a lot of sense. It really does make a lot of sense. In terms of the match one, it's slim fit, tailored feel. It will be nice and tight to people, so don't get it if you just want to kind of be a little bit more relaxed and baggy like I like some of my kits. It will be quite tight. It's 100% polyester. The rest of it I could go on forever. It's blustery, hyper crimson, and hyper crimson apparently are the colours. There we are. In terms of the kit and the design, the orange obviously stands out very prominently, and the reason for that is because of what is called ACG. Now, ACG is what Nike are really pushing at the moment, which is all conditions gear. As you can probably imagine, ACG is all about being outdoors. All conditions gear, exactly what it says here on Nike, all conditions gear, designed, tested and made on planet Earth for outdoor use. Now, what they are trying to do is promote this kind of new area that Nike have kind of worked with for a while, but maybe never has been their best ever seller. They're combining this kind of technology and this idea with a Chelsea football kit to try and encourage people essentially to buy the kit and to buy also stuff that goes with ACG. It's basically about being outdoors and getting outdoors, which is why we start to look at the colours that are involved. The greeny colour, again, outdoors. A lot to do with the environment. Plastic bottles, all comes into one. The black also as well, you go and walk in any old sort of condition, you wrap on a black jacket, you're pretty much going to be fine. It's a perfect use of those two colours. And what is something good that necessarily in terms of walking is having that little bit of brightness on you. Now, you go and see people do long distance walks, they'll more often than not wear bright colours because if they do get lost or they need help, they're very easily seen. Obviously, we don't need to do that on a football pitch because we know where we are, but those little bits of orange kind of pay a little bit of homage towards that. So the idea of it standing out, again, obviously it being the sponsors and the Chelsea badge and the Nike swoosh, it makes a lot of sense. It does. So that's kind of where the design elements come and what they're attempting to do. In terms of it almost looks like kind of brush strokes. I don't know exactly what the kind of terminology is, but that's what they're going for. They're going for the kind of outdoorsy feel, a little bit rough, a little bit vibey. I was on a live stream today and someone said that you could wear it to a rave. Very much understand that logic, makes a lot of sense. It just kind of appeals to everyone. Again, all conditions. That's the whole point. So in terms of what Nike are doing and trying to push it, I understand why they're doing it. It doesn't necessarily work that well on a football kit, in my opinion. Maybe with these colours or a different team, it might have worked a little bit better. But it's one of those kits, again, I was coming back to what I was saying about the 2019-20 kit. It's one of those ones that I actually don't like. I don't love it as a kit, but I have a feeling that come the end of the season, it'll be one of those ones that I kind of regret not having. It sounds a bit bad, but that 19-21, I'd love to have had Batshuayi on the back of it. when we obviously got the winner against Ajax in Amsterdam, would have been quality. But in terms of this one, I mean, if we score a massive goal on it, if Lukaku goes and bangs one in the Champions League, then, I mean, we're all laughing. But Chelsea have almost kind of been handpicked to really kind of drive this. Obviously, being champions of Europe, we're always going to be out there. We're always going to be on the front foot. We're always going to be on show. And it makes a lot of sense. The brightness that's on this shirt also gets translated into the training kits. Now, I'm not going to go a whole big video about the training kits. I could be here for a long time. But here's some of the kind of screenshots and stuff of the training kit, which I think is awesome. We saw it a few weeks ago, so we knew this kit was coming when they obviously wore it for the Super Cup. But the kind of the vibiness, the kind of casual wear element that Nike have really started to go for in the last couple of years makes a lot of sense with this kit. It just does make sense. It's cool, it's something different, I kind of like it, I don't love it, but I can appreciate, again, with a third kit, trying something different, trying something wacky, and Nike have done it, and I can kind of appreciate that. Now, the proper match version will set you back £105, which is quite expensive. The replica one will set you back, I think it's 70 off the top of my head. It's one of those ones I'm not going to rush towards buying. That's my personal opinion, and I think that this will split a lot of opinions, so please do whack yours down in the comment section below. But the kind of poppiness of the orange is something that Chelsea have had a lot back in years gone by, and I kind of like that element. Maybe the rest of it could have been a bit more spot on, but I do like it. It's all right. It's not the worst kit I've ever seen in my life, but it's far from being a vintage Chelsea kit. Again, a big moment in it probably changes my whole opinion, but it hasn't happened yet, so it's an all right kit for now. In terms of the shorts and socks, that is also that black colour, or is it graphite, or I don't know what the actual terminology is, but it is black with the orange kind of trim to it. The socks have also got a little bit of orange on them. It's quite cool, it's all right, you know, it's pretty basic and bog standardy, but in terms of what other teams have got this year, I don't think this is any worse than what others have got. I like the neck, I like the big vibrant colours. It's much better having just this kind of outline thing rather than the big patch that they had for the yellow one. So I'm kind of massively happy about that. The yellow one could have been so much better. It's not though, so I would probably say this might actually be my second favourite Chelsea kit of the season. I really like the home one. I know a lot of people will disagree with that opinion, but I generally think this is a really reasonable kit, and I think it's one that Nike got a lot of slack for kind of sloppy designs in the past. I think this is one that they aren't going to get slack for. People might have different opinions about it, but they're not going to get slagged off for just giving it a go, which again, that's the beauty of having a European kit. You can give it a go and it doesn't really matter. You can be big, bold, bright and vibrant, and again, if you win it, no one cares because you're champions of whatever. That's exactly the way that Chelsea are at the moment, champions of Europe. Who really cares what we're wearing? It is selling out fast, so I highly do recommend buying it if it is something that you really like. And of course, they will restock it, but from what I've seen, it's, currently only available in 3 sizes on Nike, which is, good to see because we're champions of Europe and people are buying stuff, which is great. But still, also for other people, again, it can be a little bit annoying. So yeah, look, I think it's a good kit. I think it's decent, and I wouldn't be rushing to buy it myself, but again, if we go and score a load of bangers in it, then I think it's one of those ones that everyone might end up with at the end of the season. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it from me. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. A little bit different, kind of do have to explain a couple of things, but hopefully it hasn't really bored you. I know there'll be certain people that just really will not care for this stuff, which is fine. They'll just look at the shirt and think, oh my God, it's lovely, or oh my God, it's ugly. But people that do kind of care about it, I appreciate the views. I appreciate you watching. But yeah, that's it from me. Take care, stay safe, up the Chelsea, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.